Good morning, children. In our previous video, we have done first two stanzas of an elementary school classroom in a slum. And in this video, we will do remaining third and fourth stanzas of this poem. Surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes, from fog to endless night. On their slag heap these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass, like bottle bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slum as big as doom. See, children, in our previous two stanzas, we have seen that the mood of poet, it was full of sorrow for these children. When he described about the pathetic state of these children, when he described that what sort of classroom it is there in this elementary school. But now in this stanza, we have noticed that there is a change in the mood of poet. Now he becomes aggressive. He is aggressive that why these children are living in such a pathetic condition when other children of the same age, they are enjoying the joys of life. Why these children are deprived of this? Surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example. Now he is quite aggressive, and even in his aggression, he is blaming legendary literary figure Shakespeare. What he is saying that he is wicked, he is blaming him of wickedness. And why he is saying this? There is a reason for that. Why he is saying this? He is saying this because what he thinks is that whatever Shakespeare has created, the beautiful literature that he has created and the wisdom of Shakespeare, it's of no value for the children who are hungry, who are malnourished. Obviously, this is their first priority, that they should have food. So obviously there is no use keeping Shakespeare's bust there in this classroom. Shakespeare, he has written dramas in which he has described this beautiful world. These ship, sun, and beautiful love, beautiful life that he has explained, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. All these things which are explained there in his plays, they are beyond the reach of these children. It is something that they cannot imagine. But all these things, they even tempt them that they should resort to stealing, or they should use wrong methods in order to quieten their feeling of hunger. So this is something that make poet quite aggressive. He is referring him wicked as his skill. He has written such a beautiful literature, and what he is saying is that his skill fails to instill any aesthetic value in the these slum children which are impoverished. So instead of instilling aesthetic value among these children, this literature is tempting them to steal, and that's why he is using this word wicked for Shakespeare. Now what he is saying is the map a bad example. This map which is there hanging on the wall of this classroom, this map shows that the world is very beautiful. It's full of happiness. It's bright. But this world which is shown there in this map is in contrast with the world of these children. Their world is just narrow and dirty streets of this slum. So what he is saying is that this map which is there in the classroom, it is nothing but something that is unimaginable for these children. It is a bad example because obviously by looking at this map, they get confused about the true picture of the world, because for them what is their world, it is confined in this dirty slum. For lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes. This cramped holes, it is metaphor. What he is, using, that their life, it moves there in cramped is overcrowded. Holes basically is the place where rats, they live. So what he is saying is that their lives, they turn and twist and they move slyly, cunningly. They are in these cramped, overcrowded holes. Entire life they struggle for sustenance, and these children, they lead their life in these small dirty rooms of slums, which are compared with that of holes. From fog to endless night. Now this fog to endless night, it is just to describe that how miserable and how pathetic lives of these slum children are leading. Their morning is foggy, no brightness, no hope is there in the morning, till late nights, which are quite painful. It seems that these nights are endless. These children, they just from morning till night, they make desperate attempts to live. All the odds are there in the fate of these children, and still they make attempts to live. Their life is full of misery, suffering, and dejection. This is what he wanted to, poet wanted to convey, and that is why he is getting aggressive. On the slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass. Slag heap. Children, you are very well aware about slag heap. Slag heap basically is a large pile of waste material that remains after metal has been removed from the rock. Now, why this slag heap is used for these slums? Because the dirt and garbage which is there in the slum, these children, they spend their entire life in this dirt and garbage, and that is why the slums are compared with that of slag heap. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. Now this phrase very clearly says about the situation of these children. This particular expression says that these children are extremely weak. They are worn out. They are so undernourished that they look more like skeletons. It seems as if their bones, they are peeping out of their skin cover. So this shows that how these children are hungry, how these children are extremely malnourished, and it is visible when we look at these children. And spectacles of steel with mended glass. This is something very basic. These children, they are even deprived of basic amenities of life. The children who required glasses, what they do is they use discarded glasses. Some slum children, they use discarded glasses which are repaired. Mended is for repaired. These glasses are repaired, and like bottle bits on stone, it is simply, and these glasses are compared with that of bottle bits on stones. And why it is used? Might be these glasses are highly scratched or chipped, and that is why when someone looks at these glasses, it seems as if these are the pieces of glass which are scattered there on the stone. So, and this particular bottle bit of stone, it is again to convey one more meaning. It is to convey that their entire life is shattered. It is just and broken, just like bits of bottle on a stone. So this particular phrase it conveys or it gives us an idea or image of the lives of these children. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. Now see, what poet is saying is, these children, they lead their entire life in these hazy or foggy slum. The beautiful scenic graphics which is there on the map, or the classroom walls which in on which all these sceneries and beautiful things are displayed, they are of no use for the children. So blot their maps, and that's why he's saying that the maps which are hanging there on the walls of this classroom, they should be blotted with the picture of slums, which are massive, which are scary, and here it is, these are compared with that of doom. Again, simile is used, slums as big as doom. So this is what he is saying, and this particular stanza shows that what sort of aggression poet is feeling, frustration poet is feeling about the situation of these slum children. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs break open till they break the town, and show the children to green fields, and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open, history theirs whose language is the sun. Unless governor, inspector, visitor. Now in this particular stanza we have seen that a poet is making appeal to whom? He is making appeal to governor, he is making appeal to inspector, visitor. These are the persons who can who can make a change, who are able to make change in the lives of these slum children. So he is appealing to them that they should do efforts to improve the condition of this school. Now what he is requesting that they should work until the world map which is displayed there in this classroom, it will become they will be able to access all these places. The world map which is shown there or displayed there in the classroom, it will become the vision of the future of these children. So he is appealing to all those who can do that for these children. What he wants is that the windows here, it is for the windows which opens there in the foggy slum, that these windows, they should be closed, and these windows, these slums, they are compared here with catacombs. Now catacombs, these are basically cemeteries, subterranean cemeteries or burial places. So see, these slums, they are just like burial place for the dreams of these children. They also have dreams like other children, but all these dreams, they die there in these dirty slums. And that is why he has compared it simile again. He has compared these slums with that of catacombs, and he saying that these windows should be closed, and rather whatever is visible there in the map, the children should access that world. They should be able to see this world which is shown there in the map. Break, oh break, till they break the town. Now see, here again you can see that poet, he wants that this slum, it should be destroyed, it should be break down, and these children, they should be taken out in the town. They should be taken out to the vast green fields. They should see the beauty of nature. Break, oh break open till they break the town, and show the children to green fields. This is what he is saying, that these children should also enter there in the town, which so that they can also enjoy the life. They should also see the green fields. They should also see the beauty of nature, and make their world run azure on gold sand. Now the poet, he hopes that this can be done only if there will be political will, or if authorities, they will try their level best, then only this can be done. Basically the barriers which are keeping these children there in the slum, they must be broken down, and these children should be provided with good educational opportunities. Right. The slum children, they should be given, a freedom to make their own world. They should also be given, freedom that they should experience the joys like running under the blue sky. Run is your, it's a blue, is your, it's for blue. And here this is used for blue sky and gold sand. They should be allowed to move freely there in the lap of nature. They should, read, run naked into books. They should read whatever books they wish to read. So this is something that poet wants, or he visions for these children. He's appealing the authorities which are able to do that, that all these opportunities must be provided to these children. History theirs whose language is the sun. And finally, poet, he is closing this, or he is coming to the end of the poem by saying, it is, you can notice the positive note there at the end of in this last stanza. And he's ending this poem in positive note, because he believes that if these children will be allowed to discover, they should also, earn place in history. And what he is saying is that whosoever has made history, he was given, ample opportunities to gain knowledge, and that is why with that knowledge they made history. So he is asking authorities that these children should also be allowed, and he's quite hopeful that they will also earn a place there in the history. They will then find that their own niche under the sun. They will have their own place under the sun. So with this, we have seen that all the 4 stanzas, they are showing different moods. First he's full of sorrow or melancholic mood is seen. Then in 3rd stanza, we have seen aggression. In the last one, it shows that he's a bit positive about the change that might come in the life of these children. So with this, we have completed our 2nd poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Thank you.